year, Sloane and I decided to do something a little bit different by giving our speech together because we feel that without each other's unwavering support over the past 4 years, that neither of us would be standing here today to receive such a great honor.
As many of our classmates know, we have worked together throughout all of high school on almost every project, and we wanted to continue this tradition. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to get home a little sooner? I know I became late when we get home.
But before we do that, we would like to recognize some of the monumental accomplishments that were achieved by the class of 2014. For starters, we were the first class ever in Saucon Valley history to take a class trip as freshmen. This has now become commonplace for all the classes below us. Such an accomplishment would not have been achieved had it not been for the outstanding leadership and perseverance of our freshman class president, Kayla Hudak.
Our class was also responsible for passing a policy that awarded students for their hard work and dedication throughout the year. Any senior who maintained an A average in their class was exempt from taking their final. Without the combined effort of our class, the teachers, and Dr. Sandra Fellon, this policy would have never been approved. This new senior privilege helped combat senioritis because it gave students an incentive to work hard for the remainder of the year. We hope this policy continues to be as rewarding for the classes that follow.
We would be remiss if we did not take time to recognize all the important figures in our lives who helped us get to this point. No one on the stage today got here without the loving support and positive influence of parents, mentors, role models, and teachers. As my mom likes to say, your parents give you your roots, and your education gives you your wings. While we are here to receive our wings today, the changing social fabrics of our time will only take us so far from each other.
Years ago, our parents were in the same position, excited to graduate and proud of what they had achieved as a class. But for them, this was a moment of goodbye. They threw up their caps and knew many friendships would fall through because they lacked the ability to stay in touch. Their wings would take them to great places, but the same wings took them far apart, unable to utilize the connections they had made in high school. For us, graduating today, this is not the case.
In the past decade, the way that we communicate has been revolutionized. With the aid of smartphones and the internet, social media has created an atmosphere of interconnectedness. When Mark Zuckerberg set out to create Facebook, he did not do it with the intention of creating a company, but instead to accomplish the social mission of developing a more connected and open world.
But Facebook was just the tip of the iceberg. New mediums of posting online keep us current with our peers. Twitter lets us read about notable moments in our friends' lives. Instagram gives us a snapshot of that moment. And Vine brings us into the moment, capturing a 6-second glimpse of exactly what our peers are doing. Regardless of what social network people use, each site provides a new type of connection. And it is these connections we must use to our advantage in the future.
Generations which have come before us often criticize social media, saying that it's an empty form of communication that lacks practical use. However, our use of social media in the classroom proves this false. Throughout our high school career, we were able to use these new tools to collaborate, share ideas, give opinions, and stay informed. We, as an interconnected generation, will use these new tools and new ways to communicate to further our careers.
Social media is not just about socialization. It is equally about information, news, and business. This new way of communicating has adapted to the professional playing field with the introduction of sites such as LinkedIn, where businessmen and women go to make connections.
It goes without saying, however, that we have 180 connections sitting behind us already. Connections that social media and the influence of technology will allow us to hold on to in the future. It is never too early to start the conversation. It is never too early to think about your future. And the 180 connections that we have already made in high school will help us dream bigger and achieve more.
While our wings will take us to new careers, down new paths, and on exciting journeys, our connections to each other will never be broken. We will forever be rooted in each other. May we use these roots to grow, and we will always follow our hearts and intuition.
Congratulations, class of 2014. We wish you the best of luck in all that you do in the future. Thank you.